The Pittsburgh Steelers were the 2024 Pittsburgh Steelers. Nobody should be surprised. Everything I said they were going to do, everything we think we know about them, turns out are actually true, and we're just not a very good football team. Our offense is awful. Our defense, shows up, and does what they're supposed to do. But again, a defense doesn't matter how good the defense is when your offense cannot move the ball. When your offense can't move the ball, when your offense doesn't know what the hell is going on, your defense, you're just out there. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. And I don't know what happened to the Steelers this year. I don't know what's going on. I keep saying I feel like this is a rebuild. Honestly, I thought they were going to go 11-6. They went 10-7, so I was pretty close. The only loss I got wrong was the Dallas Cowboy loss because we are so bad that we lost to the Dallas Cowboys. So let that marinate for a minute. The good news is with this loss, come to find out the Browns loss that I was whining about didn't really matter. So, whatever. I would like to apologize on behalf of the Pittsburgh Steelers for those of you that have to watch the Steelers play in the playoffs, but it just kind of is what it is. I don't know what Steelers team is going to show up in the playoffs because I honestly don't know what kind of team we are. So there's that. The other thing is I wanted to do this video a little bit different, and usually I have it all drawn out and it's so pretty and it's fancy and I have all the details and all the things I'm throwing out there. But you know what? I decided in this video, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, on the other side of this, I'm not going to edit a single thing. I am just going to read off of my notes and I'm just going to react to the notes that I have for this game. So if you want to hear a real video, if you want to hear all the thoughts that I had when I had the thoughts and not making them pretty and not lining them up and not talking about a point, on the other side of this video, I am going to just read off my notes and react to the notes that I have in this game because I can tell you the notes probably aren't very good because this game wasn't very good, and shame on the Steelers team for that offensive performance. The performance is bad. I also am starting to feel a little better, so if my voice sounds a little bit better, that's why, but I'm doing the best I can. Feel a little nasally, head is a little, whatever, but I'm making it. I'm doing better. So for those of you that are asking, I'm doing better. I'm feeling better. But let me get to the other side of this video so I can just, state my Steelers opinion and keep it moving. So, as I said on the other side of this, I am going to go through my notes that I took from the game, and I'm just going to react to the notes that I took. So the first thing I have on my notes is Chris Boswell is the star of the show. He knows what he's doing, and all that he does is his job. Shout out to Chris Boswell. I'm proud of him. That is absolutely correct. I have the drops were gross, the play calling is disgusting, and the HB tosses are annoying. That is also true. That is a fact. Then I put where's Justin Fields, and then I put this is a mess. That's all true. And then I put gorgeous yellow end zones. I love the yellow end zones. I really like the yellow end zones. First drive, I have a rolling my eyes emoji. Facts. First possession, 3 and out, 19 straight opening drives without a touchdown for this Pittsburgh Steelers team. So yeah, that's not great. 19 straight opening drives without a touchdown. 19, that dates back to last season. That is not great. Second possession, Mike Williams sighting. That's great. I love Troy Aikman calling Steelers games. I actually do like Troy Aikman because Troy Aikman actually says the things that I'm thinking. And all game, he was talking about how terrible the Steelers offense is. And he is absolutely correct that they are absolutely terrible. So shout out to Troy Aikman for that. Then I have, 13 plays, 73 yards, 6.5 minutes off the clock, and I have touchdown Najee Harris. That's great. And then I was sorely pissed off the next thing. We kicked off the ball, 39-yard kickoff return, and I didn't love that. So I have that written here with an emoji. And then I have turnover on downs, good for the defensive stop. Great. Then I have our third possession, 3 and out to Harris. Okay. Third possession, 3 and out. Harris drives a scored touchdown, and then we come back with Warren, and then I'm laughing. And yeah, that's about how I feel about this. And as you can tell, as I'm watching these games, I already kind of know what is going to happen because it's been happening all year. It's just funny that now when I take my notes, usually I would take these notes and I would take the time and I would divide them out. But why would I take the time to divide the notes out when the Steelers aren't even taking the time to pay attention to their offensive play calling and pay attention to how terrible they look on offense? So why would I spend my time dissecting the Steelers offense when the Steelers aren't spending time dissecting their own offense? So that's kind of what I'm at right now with all of this. So anyways, we stopped the Bengals. The Bengals got a 3 and out. Great. Then we fumbled the ball. This is when Calvin Austin Calvin Austin, I think, caught the ball and then fumbled it on the punt. So great. And then on the TV, they said 10th consecutive game with a turnover. And I wrote, that is a joke. So that is actually true. Then I say, we got a 4th down stop, but we were holding in the end zone. That actually happened. Typical Steelers. Then we finally got a false start on Brown, which is one of their tackles, which he did better tonight. I will give him credit. He did better tonight, but I noted that in all caps because that was pretty cool. And then I put, then that's when Beanie Bishop got his interception. And I was like, thanks, Patrick Queen. Great clock manager from Tomlin. He was calling timeouts. He acted like we had an offense that was actually going to go out and do something. We all know the offense did not go out there and do something. And so what happened on our 4th possession is a turnover on downs. We went 6 plays, 20 yards, and I put, where the F is Najee Harris? Because I was curious to know. And I'm just going to put a little picture here if I think about it, because this is Russell Wilson on that 4th down and 1. If you look at this picture, from this picture, Wilson could not get 1 yard. He could not get 1 yard out of this picture. So I don't know. Again, everybody wants to talk about Kenny Pickens. Everyone wants to talk about George Pickens for dropping those passes and not catching them. And you're right. He didn't catch them. You're absolutely right. But you cannot say that Russell Wilson was good in the first half of this game. He wasn't good in the first half of this game. He wasn't good on the last part of the last drive of the game because he did not manage the clock properly. We have to start giving people not like negative things when they do negative things. You can give somebody a positive for doing something positive, and then you can also give them a negative for doing something negative. And you add up all the positives and you add up all the negatives and you see where it balances out. And I don't know why we aren't evaluating this team like that. Where the hell is Justin Fields? But you know what? Whatever. Bengals kicked the field goal at halftime. My throat is kind of going out. So if you see me pause here and edit some things out here, it's because I started to cough. So just FYI, you can hear my voice going out, but let's just go with me here. So now it's halftime. So great. We come out at halftime. We get the ball. I'm so excited. It's our 5th possession. And then what do we start off with? HB toss to Najee Harris. And I am saying WTF. Why did we do that? And now we go 3 and out. So, typical Steelers, 3 and out, HB tosses. I don't know why we HB toss to Najee. I don't know why we have that play. I don't know why we think that that's our bread and butter. I don't know why that's our go-to run. I don't know. I actually do not know what is going on with the Steelers offense, so I can't call it. So then after that, we hold Cincinnati to a field goal. Kudos to the defense again. Then our 6th possession, we have 5 plays and 14 yards, another HB toss, and we punt the ball again. Great. Defense holds to a field goal. You know what? The Cincinnati Bengals defense is one of the best defenses in the NFL. And you have heard me now 3 times say that this defense held them to a field goal. Isn't that crazy? So cool. Guess what else happens? Holds to a field goal. At that moment, when the Bengals got that field goal, the defense had been on the field for 34 minutes. That was at the beginning of the 4th quarter. The Steelers defense had been on the field for 34 minutes already in that game, and they are still holding teams to field goals. This offense still was not doing anything to help them. They were going 3 and out. They were getting off the field fast. They were running 5 plays off the field, 3 plays off the field, 4 plays off the field, but this defense was still holding strong. So I don't want to hear anybody come for this defense, because until this offense starts playing complementary football, I'm not even going to bash the defense at all. I don't care. I'm not going to bash them because this offense is so bad. I don't even want to spend my time talking about the Steelers defense. So 8th possession, 3 and out, go figure. Then what happens is we get a special team turnover because Cam Hayward's brother got the ball. The ball touched the Bengals guy on the foot, so we got the ball back. So now it's our ninth possession. We are driving down the field. I'm getting very excited. And then the Steelers do that damn thing that they do all the time. They bring in Cordell Patterson, which I have no idea why they bring in Cordell Patterson. I have no idea why Cordell Patterson plays on the Steelers team, but he plays, and then we pitch it to him, and it stalls our offense. We were going down the field. We were moving forward. We bring in Cordell Patterson and we pitch it to Cordell Patterson. Doesn't work. My point is the offense was moving. Everything was going fine. fine in Steelers standards, and Arthur Smith thought, let's send in the packages that Cordell Patterson comes in. Why? Why does Cordell Patterson have to play? Is there a quota for Cordell Patterson? I need somebody to understand. I need somebody to make me understand if there's a packages and there's a limit to how many games and how many snaps that Cordell Patterson has to play. I don't understand why he has to play so much, but whatever. So that happens. We get a field goal and we make the field goal because Boswell is the best player on our team. Then the defense comes out and guess what? We got another stop. And then come to find out our 10th possession was a turnover on downs. And that was the last possession. And that is when we lost and Wilson was terrible with clock management. So that is how the Steelers game went. So the other part of my notes I have is this game was ugly. Wide receivers couldn't catch. Offense looked disgusting. Defense held Cincinnati to 19 points. Defense held Cincinnati to 19 points. Everyone wants to blame the Steelers defense. I don't understand what you expect the Steelers defense to do. If you want TJ Watt to get you sacks, you give TJ Watt some rest. That's how this works. That is complimentary football. We're not doing that. We're absolutely not doing that. So that's an issue. The other thing I have here is embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing performance from this offense. I have bad offense, above average defense. The fact that this team is in the playoffs is baffling to me. I mean, WTF. And then that's the end of the game. And that's what I have for my notes. So this is the end of this video. The Steelers are 10-7. The Steelers are going to the playoffs. They're in the playoffs. You know what? They're probably going to play Baltimore. Whatever. I don't know what to say. I have nothing, honestly, to say to that, except for I have to watch this Steelers offense again in the playoffs. And at this point, they have come out and done absolutely nothing different. The last 3 weeks, they have been playing terrible football and they have changed nothing on offense. The only thing that has changed is the defense has gotten better, but this offense hasn't done anything different. It looks the same, if not worse. And that is embarrassing. We're in the playoffs and here we are. We're in the playoffs. So I'm going to end this video here. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section below. But this is me keeping it real because this is just where we're at this point in the season. So I'll end all my Steelers videos the same and I'll end it the same here. And I'll just say, here we go.